everyone. I just wanted to come on here and talk about money in your 40s. Now, you have you might have had advice when you were a teenager about finances, had advice when you were in your 20s about finances, but then as you got older, you might not have had the information you needed for finance, or you might not have information at all, even as a teenager or in your 20s. So I wanted to come on here to talk about finances in your 40s. There is a couple here on YouTube called Grounded Life Finances, and I took some notes here. They talked about, it was a video that they put out recently that, and when I say recently, this was in February 2024, and the video was about them. First they were struggling, and now they're retired in their 40s, and they talked about how when they were in their 20s, well, the wife was 29, I believe, at the time. Can't remember how old the husband was, but they bought their first home in 2002, and then they sold it 3 years later. The home was $143,000 that they bought in Florida. Then they sold it 3 years later for $190,000, which I thought was amazing. I had wanted to talk about like a little bit about my story. As far as finances growing up, I know I didn't know much about investing, even though as a teenager and in my early 20s, I had like a stock market book. I didn't really understand it, and I didn't read much of the book, and didn't get much of an understanding of the book. And then I know when I was in my 20s, I had this debt. I had student loan debt, occurred student loan debt, and student loan debt in my 30s. I had credit card debt, which thank goodness I just paid all my credit card debt off about a year ago, which I'm so happy for. But, when you're in your 40s and you have like credit card debt, like this enormous credit card debt, you have student loan payments in your 40s, you have like all this debt, and then you might not understand, finance, especially in like maybe like your 40s and 50s. You might feel like, oh my gosh, I wasted so much time when I was in my 20s and 30s. I don't know anything about investing. I don't know anything about finances, how to grow my money, how to grow my income. And also, guys, as a side note, I want to talk more about entrepreneurship and my journey on this channel. So subscribe to get like updates on that. And then also, guys, I want to come up with a series for this channel too, revolving around finances and getting more income. I know I've talked about KDP, and I've talked about what other different passive income on this channel, but I want to more so also talk about entrepreneurship. And in your 40s, I know just recently in my 40s, I just started consistently saving for putting money into my 401k. I had a retirement account when I was in my 20s, but I didn't keep that account. I can't remember the company, something about the company merged with another company, and that account kind of went away. And so they gave me like a payment, and the payment wasn't that much money, guys. It was maybe like $100 or so, a little over $100. I want to say like $141. But I just started consistently putting money away in 401k. I want to say like was 2019, so 5 years ago. And I was doing 6% at first, and then I did 9%, and then for like some months I did 38%, putting away each paycheck 38% into 401k. I did 50% a couple of times, and over the length of the 5 years, I've saved I have about in this one account, because I have multiple retirement accounts. In this one account that I consistently been saving for 5 years, it's 29,000, almost $30,000 in that particular account. So I want people, especially in their 40s, like I'm in my 40s now. I want people, and hey, if you're in your 50s, this for 50-year-olds as well, to invest and try to get into more passive income opportunities and that sort of thing. And like I said, I talked about KDP in different videos and things. I know they recommend you, when you do retirement 401k, to save away at least 50% of your income. And then I know some people be like, 15%, I don't even make that much income. I know like some of my family members, when they talked about retirement, they was like, well, what if you don't make that much money, or I haven't made that much money to even put, anything in retirement? You can actually do a side hustle, side business, or, have that business generate money for you, or side hustle for you, where you can increase your income and put money away for retirement, or you can get into getting properties. I know, what was it? Sometime last year, I started investing in Fundrise. And Fundrise, I know I only been doing it since October 2023. So almost 6 months now, and I like it. You get to invest in different properties, and then also venture capital as well. Companies like Canva, as far as like venture capital and that sort of thing. I plan on explaining a little bit more in another video. But if y'all have any questions about that, I will be happy to answer in the comment section. If you have any questions, just let me know about that. And, even though I don't have funds right now, I will be having the funds to invest in properties. But I wanted to start with Fundrise first, to see. And then, I have 3 like brokerage accounts that I had started investing in. This was one of them in particular back in 2020, so 4 years ago, as of this recording of this video. But yeah, in your 40s, you want to, especially if you hadn't started in your 20s or 30s investing, you want to be more aggressive with investing and, saving money, or going the route of trying to earn more income. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe to my channel, to get more information related to content like this. And I hope y'all have a great day.